Hi learners, welcome to Learn from Shan. Today we are going to learn on Material Master for critical materials. Okay, please be cognizant of the Material Master views and the essential fields in each view. Okay, we are going to look into the Material Master views. Okay, what do you understand by Material Master? Material Master is a very critical master data, right? So without material master in SAP ERP system, you can't do anything. You can't move further. You can't do any transactions. Okay, got it? So, so we are going to look at it. How the material master is designed. You know that how the material master designed. Okay, let me tell you in this way. In an organization, to run a business, there are n number of departments. There is a purchasing department, there is sales department, there is a accounting department, there is a plant maintenance department. Yeah. So for each department, there will be the organization has been organized in a department wise. So in Material Master, when we are mapping into the SAP ERP system, the Material Master is mapped according to the departments. So certain things are, you cannot directly relate with the department. Certain views in the Material Master, you cannot directly relate with the departments, because in the Material Master, there are basic view 1 and basic view 2 are there, where the material number, material description and other things will be there, right? I will show you that as well. Okay, now let us move on to, let us get into the SAP system, right? For that, we need to exit this slideshow view, and then we need to enter into the SAP system. Yeah, okay, just give me a minute. Okay, now we are into SAP system. Here, if you see, I have taken one material. In this material, we can see the views here: basic data 1, basic data 2, external SPP basic data, MRP1, MRP2, MRP3, MRP4, and then comes your work scheduling, accounting 1 view, accounting 2 view, then costing, costing 2, plant stock, WM package, segment valuation data, and then WM execution view. Okay, so here now again back to our slide. Yeah, back to our slide. We see here we are talking about going to the next slide. We are talking about the basic data 1 and 2. Basic data 1 and 2, this material master view, what it is being contains, right? So these two views contains the essential fields. Like I said, the material number, which is a unique identifier for the material description, which is the name of the material, right? And the base unit of measure, how the material will be measured, right? Whether it is in kgs, whether it is in numbers, whether it is in pieces, whether it is in sets. Yeah. And then the material group, which material group this material belongs to. Okay. And then old material number. If the material is created from some other material number, because that material number, the department decided to not to use that material number, and there is a policy change for maintaining the material masters at the organization level. So in those cases, what happens, for the old materials, they will be creating a new materials. In that case, the new material number will be completely different, right? So in that case, somebody need to identify. We need to know that from which material this material got created. So after some period of time, after creating the new material, the people will get confused, because in organizations what happens, somebody who is already working there, he may be leaving the organization and some new people may come, right? Who was already working there in the organization, he might be knowing that this old material is this for this material, but the person who is coming new, he may not be knowing that, right? So for that purpose, the old material number also has been given here in the basic 1 and 2 data. Okay, so old material numbers purpose is this, and then you need to maintain the gross weight, net weight, and volume for the material, and then division, you need also to maintain the division as well. Okay, so let us look at the screen here for this. Okay, let us look at the screen here in the system, in the SAP system. Yeah, here you see we were seeing material number here, the material number, this one here, and description also you see here. You are looking at a basic unit of measure as well, and here you have old material number, the division, right? Material group. There are so many other fields also available here. There is a cross plant material status, and there is a production allocation, product allocation. There is a product hierarchy, from which date this material is valid from, and what is the general item category group. So all these things are available here. Okay, I hope you understand here, right? Okay, so if there is no questions, shall we move further? Okay, thank you. Okay, this is what we are looking at, basic data 1, and this is the basic data 2. In the basic data 2, you can see the material number and description will be there, and there is some other set of fields available here. Okay, so if you want to know about any certain particular field, place the cursor in that field and press F1 button. Yeah, press F1 button, and this will bring some pop-up menu. Here in this pop-up, what it says, manufacturer book part number. It says manufacturer book part number. Okay, so this field is regarding the manufacturer purpose. Whoever is manufactured this material, he will be giving any number. In his books he would have been maintaining some number. That is the number it will come here if the manufacturer gives. Okay, in such way there are a lot of fields available here. Apart from this, if you go below, you will have segment data, you are having design drawing, you are having design document assigned, yeah, you are having the product groups. So there are so many things available here. These all fields are not necessary to maintain for all the materials. It is necessary for certain specific materials according to the requirement from the organization. Okay, now let us go back to our slide. Let us go back to our slide and move on to the next material master view. Yeah, this is the next material master view here. So this view is talking about, we are talking about purchasing view here. In this, for this material master, we have the purchasing view. In purchasing view means what data is required to purchase any material, right? So such kind of data will be maintained in this view. This view is handled by the purchasing department. Okay, the purchasing department being handled by this view. Okay, so here in this purchasing view, what are all the fields available? Let us have a look at it. Purchasing group, we are having responsible for buyer group. What do you understand by purchasing group? Purchasing group is a person who is, doing the transactions for procuring the material with the vendors. Okay. So purchasing group is nothing but a buyer. Okay. There may be a single buyer. There may be a multiple buyers. Okay. And then we have purchasing value key. Okay. This is a control key, which reminders for POs and quotations. This is a controlling key where the purchasing value key is talking about to send the reminders, how many days reminders needs to be sent to the vendor for purchase orders and the quotations. Okay. And the next is order unit. Order unit in which the material is ordered from the vendor. Okay. Excuse me. So order unit is nothing but in which the material is being ordered to the vendor. Okay, in purchasing order, it will be mentioned what is the ordering unit. Even it is available in the material master. And we have auto PO check. This field is used when the, the purchase order needs to be created automatically by the system. Okay. So next comes your source list requirement. This field is talking about whether this material is maintaining of the source list is required or not. So these all things we will see in the material master screen, purchasing view screen. Okay. So now let's go. Let's go to the SAP screen here and let us see where is the purchasing view here. We don't have purchasing view for this material. Don't we have purchasing material view for this material? Yeah, I think for this material, purchasing view is not available. So let us take some other material for which purchasing is available. Yeah. So let us look at it. Let us look at some other material where the purchasing may be available here. Material number 2. Yeah, let us check this material out. This material we will check. Yeah, in this material we have purchasing view. We have sales, purchasing order text, accounting, plant stock, WM packaging, and WM execution. So we will select all the material master views here and look at this. We have to give a plant over here. Okay. Let us see what is the plant available. AVCP plant is available for this material, and the sales organization, sales AVSO, distribution channel MZ. Okay, now let us see. Look at the material master here. We have the basic data here, basic data 1, basic data 2. We were looking for the purchasing view, right? Yeah, here it comes, purchasing view. What are all the fields available here? We have seen there in the material, in the PowerPoint as well, in the presentation as well as an essential fields. So purchasing view, we see here base unit of measure we have purchasing group, right? We have purchasing group here, order unit over here. You see order unit, and here material status, batch management plant. Okay. So these are all the fields available. We were looking at one more few more fields, right? Purchasing value key we were talking about. Here it is, purchasing value key. Here you can maintain some value here, which may be, this will be the how many days after you will be sending the reminder 1, reminder 2, reminder 3. So you see here the purchasing value key. If the purchasing value key 0001 is selected, there is no reminders for this. This is under tolerance 5 days and over tolerance 5 days. So here you can see if you select the purchasing value key 404, then reminder 1 will be sent in 2 days, reminder 2 will be sent in 4 days, and reminder 3 will be sent in 5 days. Okay. So, and in the same way for 7, purchasing value key 07, the reminder 1 will be in 7 days, reminder 2 will be in 14 days, and reminder 3 will be in 21 days. Yeah. So like this, you can, these are all the fields we are talking about, the essential fields in the purchasing view. Got it? Okay. Okay. Now let us go back to the presentation. Let us see what is the other view has been given over there. So next slide. Here in the next slide, we are having MRP 1, 2, 3, 4. MRP 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all the material requirement planning. And the purpose of this view is the data crucial for production and procurement planning. This is highly critical for materials that are manufactured or critical components. Okay, MRP is nothing but material requirement planning. In any organization, especially manufacturing organizations, right? They will be producing some materials, they will be manufacturing some materials, and to manufacture some material, they need raw materials and semi-finished materials as well, right? And those materials they need to procure from the vendors, procure from the market, and purchasing organization of that organization will be procuring those materials, and purchaser or buyer will be connecting with the vendor, and he will place the order, he will negotiate what is the price, and what frequency he need that material, what is the quantity he needed, and when it needs to be delivered. All these things the buyer will discuss with the vendor, and then vendor agrees for all our conditions, then buyer will place a purchase order on the vendor. So in such cases, what happens when when the material is being used in the production line, if the material stock is removed or exhausted or consumed, there is no remaining material stock. In such cases, what happens? The SAP ERP has provided a material requirement planning, which will be calculating based on the consumption history, and material requirement planning will run. So during that time, the material requirement will be generated. What material is available and what material is not available. So whichever the material is maintained with the safety stock, it's gone below safety stock, then the material requirement planning will run, and that material requirement will be generated. And based on that material requirement generated, purchase requisition and purchase order will be getting generated. So in those cases, this material requirement planning comes into picture. So that is altogether a separate topic when we are talking about safety stock and MRP run. These all are separate topics altogether. We will discuss when we reach to those topics, right? And so here you can see in this MRP 1, 2, 3, 4 views, there are 4 views in this. So each view will be having certain fields here. So essential fields here mentioned as MRP type, MRP controller, lot size procedure, minimum maximum lot size, safety stock. You remember I was talking about safety stock, right? And then reorder point, planned delivery time, in-house production time, right? Strategy group. This is into MRP3 view. Strategy group. This is for planning strategies like make to stock or make to order. These are the two kinds of orders we can strategies we are being used here. And consumption model. What is the consumption model? consumption mode, whether it is period or mode. This is also in MRP3 view, and the storage location is available in MRP4 view. This is storage location is MRP relevant storage locations. So now let us jump into the SAP screen where we can have a look at these four views, MRP4 views, right? So here we can see we need to go for MRP views. Okay. Oh, for this MRP is not there. For this material requirement planning is not activated, and hence these views are not available here. So in that case, what we will do, we will open another, we will open another material where MRP views are available. Yeah, I am opening a new window, and in that window we will go for that another material. I'm on 03, and here we will take earlier material. Here we have taken one more material last time, right? So we will take the same material which we have taken earlier, where the purchasing view was not there, right? So that material is this one, I hope. Yeah, this one. This was the material in which we were seeing MRP. Here you see MRP 1, 2, 3, 4. Take basic data 1, 2 as well. And we'll see the plant. What is the plant? This one was the plant, and storage location was this. And see, okay. So here, let us have a look at the MRP1 view. Under MRP1 view, we are having MRP type. There are n number of MRP types available here. Okay. See, there are so many number of MRP types. So some type says that demand driven replenishment, and some type says that MPS fixing type, MPS fixing type 1, 2, 3, 4, and some type says that there is no planning required, and some material says, some type says that MRP type says that there is this material is MRP relevant. The time phased planning, time phased versus auto reordering point, and replenishment planned externally. Here RE and RF, you see, replenishment planned externally, and replenishment with dynamic target stock. So all these kind of MRP types are available. So based on the requirement from the organization, these MRP types can be used. Okay. So that is how the material MRP1 view in material master is being maintained. And apart from that MRP view, MRP type, you are having reorder point, planning time fence, and the planning cycle, MRP controller. Who is the what do you understand by MRP controller here? MRP controller is the person who runs the MRP run when the when the material, for example, here you are looking at the reorder point, right? In this reorder point, you have maintained, for example, 5 days, or reorder point is 5 quantity. You have mentioned as 5 quantity. So system will see whether this, for this particular material, if the quantity is gone below 5. So system immediately generate an MRP run will run if it is been scheduled. Their background job is scheduled. The MRP run will happen immediately as soon as the reorder point goes below the reorder point. The material stock goes below the reorder point. System will generate material requirement for that. So for that purpose, it is being used here, reorder point. Okay, and then we can see lot size data, lot sizing procedure. There are a number of lot sizing procedures available here again. So EX, FS, FX. This is based on the requirement from the organization concerned. They will create all these things. And if you see here, what is the lot size? This is lot sizing procedure, and this is, lot size indicator, and this is the periods, number of periods, and this is what you see, lot sizing procedure, lot sizing indicator, again lot per lot size, lot per, okay. So these all the things are available here, MRP1 view, and you can see here minimum lot size as well, assembly scrap, rounding profile. There are so many fields available here. So these all fields are not necessarily be maintained for all the materials. Whichever material is required, we have seen two materials over here, right? Some materials we didn't, the other material we didn't find MRP view at all. So for those material, that material is not being planned at all, right? So in that cases, these MRP1 views will not be available. Wherever the manufacturing industries are there, in manufacturing industries, these MRP1 views, MRP2, one MRP3, MRP4, these all views will be available. Okay, hope you understood. And MRP2 view also we can see here. We have procurement type, we have special procurement, backflash, JIT delivery. JIT, what do you mean by JIT delivery? That is just in time delivery schedule. This is a strategy in which the materials are getting procured. Okay, and we can see here batch entry, production story location. What is the production story location here? This one is the production story location, and storage location for external procurement, and then stock determination group. So these all the fields are available. So whenever it is required, and as per the requirement by the organization, these all fields will be filled with the relevant data. So in MRP3 view also you can see here, we have strategy group here, we have consumption mode, we have, a consumption period, planning material. What is the planning material? Backward consumption period, mixed MRP, planning plant. So many things are here. Okay, so next let us look at into the MRP4. MRP4, you see, in this view, we are having bomb explosion dependent requirements, and discontinued parts also maintained over here in MRP4. So component scrap percentage also being maintained here. What happens if any material being used in the production line? There may be some material going waste, right? Those wastes are being considered as a scrap. So that what percentage of scrap is allowed for this material, that will be maintained over here. For example, in the there is a material which is in kgs, right? There is a material which is in kgs, and that is being used in the production line, and that in the production line we have, the component scrap percentage will be there. For example, we will take a material called paint, right? When handling the paint, shifting from one vessel to the other vessel, there may be some spillage of the paint, right? Which will be a waste. When the paint is spilled, that is waste only, right? So in such cases, the wastage, how much material, how much paint can be wasted? Allowed. The wastage, how much of the paint can be wasted here? Allowed wastage quantity of that paint. So that percentage will be maintained over here. For example, if there are 10 liters, so 1% is allowed to maintain as a scrap. So then in that case, 100 ml is allowed to waste in 10 liters. In that way, you can calculate. Maybe I may be wrong. I'm weak in maths. Okay, I may be wrong, but the percentage, that is the percentage is being maintained over here. And then the requirement group, MRP relevant MRP relevant departmental requirements, dependent requirements, not departmental requirements here. Okay, MRP relevant dependent requirements. What is the material dependent requirement here? How many materials are there in a dependent material? Let us see what is the data here. It says, right? You see here, material for dependency, dependent requirements are planned, material for dependent requirements are not planned. So this is the values it is being material MRP relevant dependent requirements are being maintained over here. So, okay, now we have seen all the MRP views, what it is talking about and how it is being maintained, right? So now let's go back to the presentation. We will see what are the other views has been discussed. Yeah. So the next view is your general plant data and storage 1 and 2. Okay. So in general plant data and storage 1 and 2, what is the purpose of this view? Okay. So this view contains the data relevant to the plant and the storage location. Which plant this material is belonging to and where this material is being maintained in which plant and which storage locations, what is the quantity and all, right? So, and here you can see minimum remaining shelf life, you can see the storage conditions, yeah, essential fields, and a period indicator for shelf life expiration date, storage bin, right, and maximum storage period. What is the maximum storage period? How long this material can be stored without consumption? So this kind of things will be maintained in the plant data, general plant data and storage location data. Yeah, let's get into the system. Okay, if you see, we were talking about what plant stock, right? You see, we were talking about plant stock and we were talking about storage location as well. So where is the storage location data here? Let us see. Let us look at the other material. Yeah, let us look at the other material over here. Yeah, here you see sales general plant. Here plant stock available, WM execution available. Okay, so let us take this value here. This view, plant stock view. Under plant stock view, what are all the fields we have seen in the presentation? We have seen what we have seen. Let us have a look at it. Storage conditions, minimum requirement shelf life, period indicator for shelf life, expiration date, SLE, SLED, and storage bin, maximum storage. Okay, now let us see what is the storage conditions and all. Let us look at that in the system. Okay, you see here plant stock available, unrestricted, restricted use stock, and the plant stocks in the previous period. Okay, this is talking about the plant stock in the previous period. The storage location data we need to get. So let us have a look at it. So we have not given for this material is storage location available here. Let's get into the next material. We will see. Let's go back and come here. See here, we are not seeing the storage location data here for this material, and that view is not available for this material. Let us see, let us take some other material, yeah. Mm. So material masters, we will see material for AAM. We will take this storage location. We'll take any one material over here. Any material we'll see. We will see whether the storage location is available there or not. No selectable view. Okay. This material is not selectable view. This is for something else. This is meant for something else. We will take this material 11188. This is also no selectable views. No selectable views. Okay. Here also we are having any views? Yeah, we are having views over here. This is sales materials. Yeah, here we see storage location stock available in this plant and storage location stock. Yeah. So let us have a look at this material. So PL01 storage location also. What is PL01? And here you can see we have seen plant stock view, and the storage location stock view we will see here now. Storage location stock view, we were talking about shelf life, remaining shelf life fields, right? However, that remaining shelf life data is not necessarily to have any for all the materials. Wherever we can see the for food products, so we can have the remaining shelf life, right? Otherwise, the food products will be very soon ruined, or it may go wasted if you keep it without adding any preservatives. So it cannot be staying for long. So for such materials, shelf life expiration date will be available. It is not necessary to have all the materials will be having shelf life expiration date, right? Okay. So we have seen plant storage location stock as well. So these are, let me explain some of the fields over here in the storage location stock, right? We are having material number, we are having a material description. You know about all those things. You have plant over here, you have materials, storage location number here. This storage location is meant for finished product. Okay. So in this view, you can have a general data like a base unit of measure, current period, which is the current period, and what is the physical inventory blocks, what is the period previous period. So all these things available under general data. And now let us look at the storage location stocks in current period. What are the stocks in which stock type? How many stocks are available? So here, if you look at this unrestricted stock type, we are having 500 quantity in this material. Restricted use stock nil, quality inspection nil, blocked stock nil, returns nil, stock and transfer nil. So whenever we have moving any material, when we are receiving the material from the vendor, the material receipt inspection will be happened by the quality people, quality team in the organization. If the quality team found there is some discrepancies in the material, yeah, they will be putting those material into the blocked stock or inspection stock. Because blocked stock, when they will be sending to blocked stock, right? Which when the material cannot be used in certain situations, the blocked stock will be used. This stock type during inspection, by taking the usage decision of the inspection, they will be sending that material to blocked stock. Or if they feel that this material is required quality inspection, then they will send that material to the quality inspection stock. Yeah, and if they found that the material is damaged, then they will be send it to the return stock type. Okay, so stock in transfer, I will tell you what is the stock in transfer. In businesses, sometimes the situation arises where they are having multiple plants or multiple companies. In such cases, the materials will be available in one plant and the other plant it may not be available. In one company code it is available and the other company code it is not available. But the requirement arises where the material is not available. In such cases, what happens? They will be doing stock transfer from those company codes or plants from where the material is available, and that material will be shifted to the required organizations, required companies, or required plants. So, in such cases, once the material is issued from the issuing plant, for example, plant A and plant B, right? Plant A, plant A, the material is not having, but plant B material is having. What happens? From plant B, the material will be going to plant A. Once the material is removed from plant B, the material will be sitting in the stock and transfer type account, type stock. Until and unless the plant A receive the material, till the time the stock will be available over here. Whatever the quantity they have transferred from plant B, so that much quantity it will be showing in the stock in transfer. So these are the usages of the story location essential fields. You can also see the other fields here. Wherever it is required, that will be used over here. And here you can see story location stocks in previous period. What are all the stock types available in previous period? Okay. So this is what we are talking about, story location stock and plant stock. Am I clear? Nice. Now let's go back and see what is the uh, other views we should have a look at it. Now comes to the accounting 1 and accounting 2 view. What is accounting 1 and 2 view? This is related to the finance department. Okay, finance department it will be related to. So now let us look at the fields or essential fields available in the accounting field, right? Valuation class, price controls, standard price or moving average price, and the valuation category. So now let us go to the material master in the system, and there we can see the accounting view. What are all the fields available? Yeah, we've taken basic data and I am taking accounting 1 and accounting 2. I'm not taking any other views. Okay, we'll see plant. What is the plant here? PL01. So we'll take this And see here. Here you can see what is the material group, what is the external material group, what is the labor office, product hierarchy, valid from. This and all we have already seen, right? So now let us look at we are looking at the basic data, right? We need to go to the accounting view. Yeah. So let's go to the accounting view. So in accounting view, what are all the fields we have seen? There in the presentation, we have seen valuation class, right? We have seen valuation category. Okay. We have seen price control indicators. Where is the price control indicator here? So price determination, which is the current period, what is the valuation category over here, and here what is the valuation class, right? And what is the valuation class sales order stock, project stock valuation class. So there may be a different things available here. Okay. And see here we see evaluated unit of measure. It is not checked. What is the future price? What is the total stock available? That is being shown over here. And you see here price control. Under price control, we have standard and moving average price. See, S means standard price and V means moving average price. These are the two price controls available. Okay. And according to that, the value will be calculated for this amount, for this material. Okay. So here, if we look at this, it is maintained as a standard price. A standard price is a price unit 1 and the standard price is 1000 rupees. Okay. So here total stock is 500. So here the total value will be 500,000. Got it? Okay, this is about accounting 1 view, and accounting 2 view we can see here the tax prices will be maintained over here, and the FIFO LIFO relevant, whether the material when it is being removed, what is the strategy to be used to remove the material, whether it is last in first out strategy or first in first out strategy. So how these strategies relevant these materials, right? That is what we need to maintain here. This is again depending upon the department's requirement, and it is again varied from material to material. Okay. So that is the accounting 2 view. Now let's go back to the presentation. Let us see what else we have been discussing over there. The what view? Quality management view. Yeah. So under quality management, when I was discussing earlier about the quality management, this quality management module is relevant to the quality team, quality assurance team in an organization. Got it? So in an organization, whenever any new material comes in, this quality department, quality assurance team comes into picture. They will examine the material, they will inspect the material for any damages or any discrepancies, and then they will allow to store it in the unrestricted stock. Otherwise, if the material is damaged, that will be returned to the vendor. So that will be that material, the damaged material will be sent to the return stock type. And there is certain material which needs to be inspected, right? It is not passed. There is some doubtful that this material, whether this material is having according to the specifications given. In such cases, that material will be sent to the quality inspection stock. Yeah. And then what is the quality inspection type, and what is quality inspection interval and setup. These all things we will see in the SAP Material Master. We will look at the Material Masters here. I don't think we are having here quality view here. We need to pick up some other material for quality view. Do we have quality management here? I don't think so. We are having quality management. No, no, no. In this material, we don't have the quality management. We will take some other material where the quality management is available. Chocolate biscuits. Let us try this number. Let us see if this quality view is available here. Quality view, I'm not seeing for this also quality view here. So we need to take another material. Let us take some other material here. Material for so here also we don't see quality management. In this material also quality management is not there. That's okay, fine. No, if we don't find, because it is not necessary that all the materials must have the quality management view. Whichever material is relevant for quality inspection, only those materials will be having quality management view. Otherwise, it will not be having quality management. Okay. So I think we have covered most of the material master views. Let us see what else has been given here. So now warehouse management. After quality management, now comes to the warehouse management. Yeah. So let us see what is the warehouse management. If the warehouse management is active, only those materials where the organizations is having a setup of warehouse, then only this view also available for the materials, for the material master views. And here we see certain fields like storage bin, put away strategy, picking strategy, storage type indicator, then palletization data. So these are all the fields available essential in the warehouse management. So now let us look at the SAP screen of the material master for warehouse management view. Yeah. So now this material, I think we have warehouse management view. Yeah. Here you see WM packaging and the WM execution. So these two views we will take from this material. Yeah. See here, warehouse packaging. This view is used when the material is required to be packed and sent to the customer. While the customer ordered the material and we need to send it to the customer, that material needs to be properly packed. For that purpose, this warehouse management packaging is view is available, and that can be maintained here. So what are all the fields available here? Let us have a look at it. So handling unit type, standard handling unit type, maximum capacity, and what is this variable tare weight, maximum packaging. So these are all the packaging view. So let us not look into this. We will look into this WM execution view here, where we can see what is the handling indicator, what is the warehouse material group, what is warehouse storage condition, what is standard handling unit type, what is serial number profile, what is the adjustment profile. So this all data will be maintained over here. Apart from that, we also may be available here for quality management. What is quality management over here? What is the logistics unit of measure? Yeah. So these things will be available over here. So now we have covered all the material master views, whichever was required, right? So in warehouse management view, we are having so many things. We are having storage location type, storage type. We are having, as we have seen over there, the bin type, bin location. What is the bin? In which bin this material can be, stored in the warehouse? So all these things. Now let's go back to the presentation. So these are all the views we have already seen, right? And now, so what is the importance for critical materials? Yeah, let us have a bit discussion over here. What is the importance for critical materials? For critical materials, the precise and accurate maintenance of these fields is paramount because of the supply chain continuity, financial accuracy, quality and compliance, operational efficiency, and cost control. So these are all the points for which these critical materials these are all the things are required and important for the critical materials. Okay, guys, any questions? I think these questions will come over here. This slide, yeah. This slide is coming here. Any questions, guys? No questions. Thank you so much. It means that you have all understood what has been discussed so far. Yeah, we are discussing almost an hour now. Please let me know if you have any questions on this topic, material master views, any fields relevancy you want to know. Please let me know. Drop me a message, or you have my number. Call me. Don't hesitate to call me. Okay. Okay, guys, then let us wrap up this session. Yeah. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you so much for being in my session. And we will see you in next video. We will see you in next session. Okay. Please become prepared with your questions in next session. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye bye. Jai Hind.